Imagine if I told you one of the most respected businesses in America was harboring a scandal so terrible it would bring the whole company down. Enron is the tale of a corporate behemoth that astounded the business community with its creativity, only to come to represent one of the most notorious scandals in history. How could a corporation that appeared to be unquenchable destroy itself so totally? Allow me to untangle the truth. We must begin in 1985, when two pipeline companies, Houston Natural Gas and Internorth, merged to create what would later become Enron. It was once just another energy company, but under CEO Kenneth Lay, Enron started to change. Lay saw Enron as an innovator, a market leader transforming the energy sector, not as a conventional utility firm. Enron had certainly changed itself by the 1990s. It presented a novel idea, trading energy like a good. You could now trade energy contracts, same as you might trade bonds or stocks. This inventiveness made Enron a powerhouse. Trading anything from natural gas to electricity, the company grew into other markets. It was astonishingly successful. Enron was praised as among the most creative businesses in America by the end of the decade. Rising stock price made it a darling of Wall Street. Behind the scenes, though, things were different from what first appeared. Maintaining the company's reputation as a financial powerhouse consumed Enron's executives, notably CEO Kenneth Lay and COO Jeffrey Skilling. They were ready to go to great measures to maintain the high stock price since they thought it was everything. This fixation resulted in the development of a society in which the objectives justified the methods. To conceal the growing debt of Enron and exaggerate its revenues, its executives turned to accounting gimmicks. Special purpose entities, or SPEs, were among their preferred instruments. These were shell businesses meant to off-balance Enron's debt load. From the outside looking in, Enron appeared to be flourishing, but in fact its financial situation was fast collapsing. The dishonesty didn't end there. Engaging in questionable deals, sometimes even trading with itself, Enron actively changed its energy trading operation to create the appearance of success. One of the biggest accounting companies in the world, Arthur Andersen, propped this house of cards up and ignored the discrepancies in exchange for rich consulting fees. Early in the 2000s, facade cracks started to emerge. Investigative reporters and analysts began probing hard into Enron's opaque financial records. It grew more difficult to hide the company's convoluted network of SPEs and dubious accounting policies. Jeffrey Skilling abruptly left his post as CEO in 2001, which generated more questions. Then the bombshell Sharon Watkins, an inside whistleblower, revealed the degree of financial manipulation Enron had done. The fallout was quick. Enron revealed in October 2001 a significant quarterly deficit and said it was writing down $1.2 billion in shareholder equity. The market trembled with this disclosure. Enron's stock fell within weeks, wiping off billions of market value. Investors fretted, workers watched their retirement savings vanish. The once powerful Enron filed for bankruptcy in December 2001, the biggest corporate bankruptcy in American history at the time. The scandal did not finish here. Research turned up the whole scope of Enron's misbehavior. Charged with fraud, conspiracy, and insider trading were Kenneth Lay, Jeffrey Skilling, and other top officials. Additionally involved was Arthur Andersen, which brought about the fall of the company. The crisis damaged public trust in corporate America and resulted in broad reforms in the financial sector, notably the Sarbanes-Oxley Act, which sought to enhance corporate governance and stop such fraud going forward. What, therefore, may we draw from the collapse of Enron? It is first a warning story about the perils of unbridled ambition and avarice. Leaders at Enron were so preoccupied with appearances of success that they neglected moral business conduct. Second, it underlines in corporate governance the need of openness and responsibility. Even the most revered businesses can slide toward disaster without checks and balances. At last, the fall of Enron reminds us that innovation without ethics is a certain way to end badly. The name Enron now is a byword for corporate dishonesty, but its narrative is a wake-up call for companies and investors both, not only a parable of dishonesty and avarice. As the adage goes, people who ignore historical lessons are destined to repeat them. Having said that, appreciatively for viewing until next time.